I like that I have to crawl under the table to get to the camera. That's fun. Man, using daylight as your main lighting source, it's tricky. It's fucking tricky, y'all. Get tricky. What? Oh, hi. Where's my clocky? Clocky? Start. Nailed it. Yeah, dude. Oh, shit. Wow. This is just becoming a real fucking ordeal for me. Microphone? Don't kind of... Here we go. It's about to get bright as shit up in here. All right. It's your perfectionism is showing, not mine. What? Hi, friends. I hope you're doing well and having a great day so far. I am literally a bus driver on the struggle bus because what the fuck? This is truly the 4th or 5th time that I've tried to record this video because after editing that first video, I had so much fun reuniting with Final Cut Pro that I think I just realized how much I was just trying to follow the same regimen that I had always done when I was making content in the past. And that's no fun. Like, I don't want to continue doing the same thing that I did on YouTube. So I have experimented with just recording the video like I normally do. I have tried it with completely scripting it and trying to read a script and like use editing software to readjust my eyes to like look directly at you. It's fucking weird and I don't like it. Now I'm here. We're at the point where I'm trying to mesh the two things together. But let me just triple check. Okay. And I'm triple checking everything, y'all. It's kind of wild. Like, I filmed the second time. I didn't record from the right microphone. Is he okay? Hold on to your britches, bitches. So I mentioned briefly in my first video that I'm starting a new business. I am actually shifting away from life coaching and opening a video production studio instead, which is so fucking exciting. The goal of the studio is I want to help wellness professionals and content creators to make videos to be hosted online. So wellness professionals are like coaches, like life coaches, or business coaches, executive coaches, therapists, counselors, personal trainers, nutritionists. Like, I want to help wellness professionals the most. Like, that's the client that I'm most excited about, to make other people's lives better. Like, that's so special. Our motto is producing consciously crafted content, and we align with it as best as possible. This means that any content created will be done with mindful, loving kindness and care to not spread unconscious, dysfunctional messages. Yeah. We're launching on May 25th for a really special reason that we chose that date. It's good stuff. I very much like it. I gotta get water. Be right back. I got it. Water. Acquired. My nose. So stay tuned. And if you're interested in getting help in creating video content, I would love to help you. We're helping content creators as well. That means like any YouTubers or influencers that want any help or direction with making videos. Sweet. On to the good stuff. Today's main topic, because I've been dealing with it so much in my life, is perfectionism. Like I said, it feels like the wall that I keep running into lately, especially when it comes to thinking about how I want to create my new content for my business and this personal channel. The ironic thing is that I've been viewing perfectionism as a barrier the entire time rather than as a tool to help me advance my content creation process. In the past, I was producing as much content as I could without actually taking the time to plan it out. But I've changed. I'm a new person now. Like, literally. Beard and everything. Okay, so while I do desire the freedom to talk about whatever I want, I'm aware that there are more structured ways that I could communicate my points to be more clear, because neurospiciness, so I will end up repeating myself 3 million times before, oh, hi, birdie, you're cute, before the point gets actually made. And so that's why I felt it was better to write it out and read it Perfectionism has taught me that it's easy for my ego to get sucked into the work that I'm producing. I can even allow perfectionism to creep into seemingly uncreative decisions like how I mow my lawn or what roof shingles to get on my house that neighbors would approve of. Codependent as fuck. Because my ego is what makes me worry about what other people think about my choices. And that's not in line with my recovery. So, unfortunately, I know that I'm not alone in feeling that way because it's ingrained in us from the things that we consume on a daily basis. From my perspective, a lot of people don't view perfectionism as a negative thing, and that becomes even more evident in our media culture. Some believe as though it were a standard to uphold, that perfectionism is what guarantees them of completing their work to the best of their abilities. That's what I thought. Hi. Tweet. This is due to the fact that perfectionism necessitates continuous attention to detail, which breeds excessive self-criticism, failure-related fear, and an incessant quest of impossible ideals. That sentence. Oof. Yeah. I think that's what happened to me definitely at Google is I just tried to be perceived as perfect all the time, and that takes up more energy than humans have. And when I would come home from work, I would just be absolutely empty. Like there would be nothing else that I would have to give, and that's like even to just myself, which is not fair because people working us like damn dogs, man. Can that not be a phrase anymore? Can we just like work them like humans? I don't know. Seems better. One's mental and emotional resources are depleted by this cycle of aiming for perfection, which frequently results in stress, anxiety, and burnout. Even on social media, you'll see that people are sometimes encouraging workaholism and perfectionism because they think others will believe that they're hard workers to wear that label. But in reality, all it's doing is driving someone farther into a grip of chronic stress and anxiety. Been there. To me, being a workaholic is the same as being an alcoholic because both involve compulsive behaviors driven by a need for control and a fear of failure or inadequacy. Like any addiction, perfectionism can result in a vicious cycle of dependency in which sufferers feel forced to use their perfectionist tendencies as a means of attaining approval and comfort, even when doing so has detrimental impact on their general well-being. I read in a book recently that everybody is addicted to something. Whether that something is viewed as positive or negative is kind of besides the point. Addiction is not good because of the behaviors that it drives, especially the compulsion. It's like people do not get that. We're in a culture now where productivity means everything. And it's not even just like normal productivity. It's productivity at the speed of robots, and we're not fucking robots. I'm bringing all this up because perfectionism is something that I struggle with the most, and I wanted to share my journey on how I've navigated changing these behavior patterns, which I'm still having to actively do. I told y'all that we were gonna talk about behavior soon, right? I'm like a behavioral scientist when I'm not taking this shit anywhere but to my own bank. Is that how the phrase works? Okay. So according to what I've learned from recovery and the books that I've been reading, perfectionism can be overcome in part by doing these instructions. I removed the numbering. One moment let me put the numbering because they were fun to number with my fingers when I was talking about. That doesn't sound right. Fuck. That's so fucking awkward, bro. So 1. Acknowledge and identify your tendency towards perfection. I used to believe that perfection was actually obtainable until I started my spiritual journey, but I have made an effort to maintain a running list of situations that really cause my patterns to emerge. Most often, it's when there's a possibility that someone else will view my work. 2. Set more realistic goals and challenge unachievable standards. I have given up normalizing imbalanced living standards and perfectionism. I try not to say things like, I've gotten it perfectly right, or I'm doing this perfectly. Like I've kind of like eliminated the word perfection from my vocabulary in the sense of talking about myself or my productivity. 3, treat yourself with kindness and self-compassion. Maybe I'm just so ADD or ADHD that the ideals that are really, really hard for me to keep at the forefront of my mind, constantly have a book that I'm reading that's about that ideal. I personally have been reading Thich Nhat Hanh books, who is like a Buddhist monk that talks about these three things: compassion, self-kindness, and mindfulness. For me, also just learning about Buddhism has helped me really release my grip on perfectionism. 4, embrace mistakes as opportunities for learning and growth. Again, another instance of I need assistance to help remember these things. So I have written on my whiteboard in my kitchen. Can you see it? You kind of can. It says, find joy in the good and the bad. Remember that challenges add to your growth. And this is so I see it daily. Right, 5, prioritize self-care and manage stress effectively. I don't try to force myself to do things anymore. Like, if you've ever heard the phrase, don't should on yourself, that's all I did. I was like, I should do this and I should do that. Oh shit, I should do that. And the most difficult thing for me is to learn to relax and not worry. Still to this day, one of the hardest things for me. All right, 6. Okay. Develop a balanced perspective on success and failure. I was unaware that I had absorbed a great deal of my parents' beliefs into my own life. It was interesting to see, even if you're cognitively like, I am not going to carry these with me, some of them fucking make it. And I'm like, dog, what? After I separated myself from my parents, it gave me space to separate myself from their beliefs. That was helpful for me to get a balanced perspective on things. 7, if you need it, ask friends, family, or a therapist for support. I sincerely did not understand how I could get support from somebody who wasn't my partner or my family until I started recovery. I really had acquired a lot of friends that I had to caretake. So the friendships were very one-sided. They were wounded from their past. And so they definitely were like not willing to enter my emotional world because I'm a very sensitive guy and I feel a lot and I feel deeply and I require emotional depth in relationships and friendships. Once I accepted that and I was like, I know that there's people out there that will fulfill those, it was a game changer. So I encourage you to take one of these points and try to implement them into your life and help loosen up the like perfectionism strings that can really be tied tight, and they're invisible sometimes because society's like, what? No, it's good to work 18 hours a day. And you're like, what? Yeah. So to wrap up this video, I wanted to kind of like insert a little segment at the end of videos moving forward. It's going to be like a favorites section. So like whatever is kind of bringing me happiness and joy in my life while recording this video, I want to share it with you guys just so that maybe it'll slap you with some joy. Yeah, my first one is a new artist, a music artist that I have so much admiration for him because he doesn't give a fuck about what people think. And this is, the artist's name is Bill Murray, not like the actor. He used to be a singer from the band Attack Attack, fucking old school shit, you know? But his song Better Hell, chef's fucking kiss, bro. Like, it's such a goddamn dad vibe music video, and I love it. And his fucking little dog is so goddamn cute, and it looks like the dragon from Neverending Story, and I'm like, that dog's name better be that dragon's name from that movie. I will put the link to the video in the description below, so definitely go and check it out. High quality shit, y'all. I don't know what that was. I just turned into like a QVC model. Like, okay, it's fucking silly. This book is How to Be an Adult in Relationships, the 5 Keys to Mindful Loving. And I have the 20th anniversary edition. And I've been like slowly chipping away at it. And I'm getting even slower at reading it because I don't want it to be over. And I'm close to the end. But this book is so fucking beautiful. Like, it's so good on explaining how to like responsibly love a partner. And it's just, there's so many beautiful questions that you do and you can answer with your partner. It's heavy stuff sometimes, but my God, if you and your partner could get through those questions, your relationship would just be radiating beauty, in my opinion. Like, I'll put a link to it on Amazon. All right, last one, because a new trailer came out yesterday for the Wicked movie. And I'm so fucking excited, y'all. Oh my God. I mean, Wicked is my favorite show ever, and I've seen it on Broadway, I think 3 times now. It's fucking brilliant every time. So I watched the trailer, and it's like the longer 2-minute trailer. Yo, it was like the wow part of like defying gravity that was in that trailer, and I was like, excuse me? So I think that about covers everything. Please leave a comment below telling me, one, how you deal with perfectionism, or if you deal with it at all. And if you're going to use one of those like tips or tricks, which one are you going to use and why? And what is something that is your favorite thing this week? I am so appreciative that you took the time out of your day to come and hang out with me. And I cannot wait to hang out with you again, friend. So until then, be well. Oh, I don't...